So what, from your view, made C.L. Franklin, Reverend Franklin, such a phenomenal preacher?
I think internally, I think his own journey, his family life, his upbringing, his environment in Mississippi was a strong part of that. But then also, this man possessed an amazing gift of voice. He had music in his voice, and he was particularly tuned in to what was happening in preaching during his time. I mean, in the books that were written by Nick Salvatore as well as Jeff Tyden, there's so many statements that Reverend Franklin made himself, concerning, how he felt the call of God upon his life and his own particular experiences. And so when he came on the scene and he used that tremendous gift of voice to preach the good news of the gospel, large numbers of folk were, of course, attracted to him, and he became a preaching phenomenon.
Most people, not all, but a lot of people lock into what Bishop Timothy Clark just said, the last 7 minutes of the sermon, his whooping. But it was so much more than just that. So give us, you were closer. I would say what I think, but it's not important. It's important what you think. You were close. There's so much more than just the whooping going on in that sermon. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, and during his whooping, it was not just a lot of empty words. During his whooping, he was still engaged in that message and was still giving solid information and unfolding scripture, even in his whooping. And he had the last 7 minutes, but many of his sermons, we could tell by numbers of his recordings, some of them were only 20 minutes, so when you take away that 7 minutes, I mean, you still have a considerable amount of time that he is spending expounding upon scripture, and he possessed a special gift, a peculiar gift at doing that, as I said earlier, because it was interpreting life and interpreting where his sermons, everything from man on the moon. I mean, this was during the time that, a lot of people, especially African American people, were skeptical about anybody really going to the moon. Announce all of this and show all this on television or whatever, for the community to believe it, is different. But when Reverend Franklin, preached about it and attempted to make more sense of it, then it makes the whole concept more palatable to people. And so I think he had a gift for doing that, so that he helped people understand it on a level that was more digestible for people.